Sit here, Maggie said. She shoved Sophie into a seat 3 rows back from the driver and fell in beside her. In front of them, the other 4 patriots fell into seats and stuffed their backpacks underneath. They twisted and turned to inspect the bus. Somebody's mother stood in the aisle with Miss Quelling and counted heads. "I have my 6 patriots," she sang out, smiling at their teacher. 2 boys, 4 girls. "Eddie and Colton, settle down," Miss Quelling said to the boys seated between the 2 pairs of girls. Eddie burrowed his knuckles into Colton's ball cap, and Colton grabbed the spike of sandy hair rising from Eddie's forehead. "Dude," Maggie muttered, "I'm stuck in the loser group again." Sophie squinted at Maggie. "I thought we were the Patriots." "They just call us that so we won't know we're in the loser group." "Oh," Sophie said. She craned her neck to see over Colton and Eddie's heads and get a better look at the other 2 patriots. The girl with butter-blonde hair squirmed around in her seat to gaze longingly toward the back of the bus. She hates being in the loser group, too, Sophie thought. Actually, she was pretty sure the girl, whose name she knew was BJ, hadn't lost anything but her usual knot of friends. She and 3 other girls always walked together as if they were attached with superglue. BJ's lower lip stuck out like the seat of a sofa. Next to her sat a girl with a bouncy black ponytail. Ponytail Girl tugged at the back of BJ's t-shirt that read Great Marsh Elementary School, the same maroon one all of them were wearing. Sophie had selected a long skirt with daisies on it to wear with hers, as well as her hooded sweatshirt. She always felt most like Antoinette when she was wearing a hood. BJ leaned farther into the aisle. The only thing holding her onto the seat was the grip Ponytail Girl had on her. "BJ, you're going to be on the floor any minute," said Chaperone Mom. "How about you scoot yourself right back up next to Kitty?" "What?" BJ said. She whirled around to Kitty and yanked her shirt away. "BJ, what's the problem?" Miss Quelling said from farther down the aisle. BJ's sofa lip extended into a fold-out couch. "If I could just be with my friends in the colonists group." "And if ants could just have machine guns, we wouldn't step on them," Miss Quelling said. "But they don't," Maggie said. "Exactly." Miss Quelling stretched her neck at BJ over the top of the clipboard pressed to her chest. "I separated you because y'all talk too much, and you won't hear a word your guide says. You show me my best, BJ, and we'll see about next time." She smiled like she and BJ were old pals. "You can start by hiking yourself onto the seat before you break your neck." As Miss Quelling moved down the aisle, Chaperone Mom stepped into her place. "Maybe you'll make some new friends today, BJ," she said. "I'll be your friend," Kitty piped up. BJ glanced at her over her shoulder. "No offense or anything," she said, "but I already have friends." Chaperone Mom gasped. "Now that isn't nice." She patted BJ on the head and continued down the aisle. "Busted," said Colton, wiggling his ears at BJ. Eddie let out a guffaw, and Colton punched him in the stomach. "Boys are so lame," Maggie said. Her words placed themselves in a solid straight line, like fact blocks you couldn't possibly knock over. She looked at Sophie. "How come you hardly ever say anything?" Sophie pulled her hood over her head, in spite of the Virginia humid air. She wasn't sure when she could have squeezed a word into the conversation. Besides, she'd been too busy trying to figure out the possibilities. Possibilities such as, what does BJ stand for? Bambi Joe? Probably more like bad jerky. BJ looked as if she had just eaten some and was about to cough it back up. And what about that kitty person with the freckles? She must be Catherine, kept locked away in a tower, and she's so desperate to escape she clings to anyone she can reach. "I'll save you. Rescue is my mission in life." Antoinette tucked her long tresses beneath the hood of her dark cloak as she crept to the castle wall and gazed up at the tower. "What are you looking at?"